Namaste, friends. I am so excited. I just got this beautiful new deck in. I ordered this months and months ago. It just came in, and I got a card. And this is Nicholas Bruno. And it just came in the mail, so I was so excited. I've been waiting for this deck. It's called the Somnia Tarot. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Beautiful deck. So you can see it's brand new. But I was excited and very excited to see this beautiful deck. So I wanted to share it with you for today's reading. I think it's just, the energy is so lovely from this deck. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of shuffle. I did pre-shuffle all these other decks. By the way, this is Sacred Union Tarot, and I am Elle, and I am going to do a reading for you to see what messages come through with this brand new beautiful deck. I cannot wait. So we'll start, but I will pre-shuffle. I'm going to use the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck and the messages from, the Power of Love Oracle deck. We're going to get started in just a second. And then I will also use the Shadowscapes Tarot, and remember that deck does not, you don't read reversals in that deck. It was not designed for reversals. So, and then if I need clarification, I'll use my Crystal Visions clarification deck. But let's see what kind of messages we get from the combination of these beautiful decks. So let's get started. Reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. Beautiful energy. Absolutely beautiful. I'll put that there. I'm supposed to take the top card too, I guess. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life because you're in such the high vibe energy. Wow. So let's see. I actually feel like I need to use this deck here. So sorry. The Chariot. Yes, moving into higher vibration, abundance, absolute beautiful movement energy, elevation energy, Knight of Swords, bringing in clarity, crispness, just Three of Pentacles. This is partnership for me, working with the divine, working with other people, collaboration. It's kind of a unity, not a spiritual or energetic unity, but it's a practical unity. Oh, and here is the Seven of Wands. So, little defensive energy there. Let's clarify and see why. Beautiful energy up until the Seven of Wands, where you feel like you're being outnumbered, somewhat bullied. Why is that? Six of Pentacles. Somebody's taking more than they're giving. All right. Well, here we go. We have the Two of Swords, the Knight of Swords again, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Somebody has been very slow to take action. They've been thinking about it, but they're just not in the energy of seeing the way forward. So you're defensive about that. Why is that, though? Something about this partnership. Something is coming forward about that. Here we have the Hermit. Yeah, you need to just step away from it real quick. Wait for this Knight of Swords to bring in this illumination, and then you'll know how to avoid this defensive energy. There's the Four of Swords. The Hermit and the Four of Swords is definitely take a step away, take some time out, allow the air to clear, is what I'm hearing. Allow clearing the air, which can be a very good energy. Three of Wands. So we have 2 threes here. Could be something to do with a relationship that is involving more than 2 people. Ace of Swords. Yeah. This has something to do with you're moving out of that energy, possibly some sort of third-party energy in this partnership. And you just need to take a break from it, because it's kind of moving in a direction, and you just need to allow the energies to settle and to clear the air. And then you're going to get this infinite abundance. Patience. Yeah, you need to have patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. So you might be getting impatient, waiting for this reaching your destination. It feels like there's some frustration here, and you're ready to have this abundance come in, but the thing that's blocking you is this kind of third-party energy that you were waiting for somebody to make a decision, and they didn't. Top card, elevation. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. Awesome. So you're detaching with love from this situation. Very positive energy, going to bring in a really crisp and fresh energy, clarity in the truth of your life. The Six of Swords. It's going to be a calmer, more peaceful place. He is he's rising above the swords energy, and he's elevating. Look at the elevation card, and he's in this hot air balloon basket, and he's elevating above this situation. And he's obviously in a very patient position. He's not looking around, wondering. He's not anxious. He's just allowing the elevation to occur without being tethered anymore to this lower vibration energy. That's good news. What else? What happens next? The Sun. Happiness. Bright, crisp energy, infinite abundance. The sun is shining. You've turned your back on this situation now. You've elevated beyond that. The Chariot is you've moved out of it. You've sought your truth. You went inwards. You aligned with your truth, and now you're ready to manifest this infinite abundance because you have elevated beyond this kind of draining energy. 5 of Coins. 5 of Pentacles, and it looks as though you felt like hiding from the world. You just 5 of Pentacles is just kind of being left out. Almost, this has a feeling of almost banishment. But you've elevated above that. It feels like when you left the situation, you felt very alone. Your truth would not allow you to stay in it any longer. and you just felt very alone. This is the Ace of Wands. You took the action. You didn't wait any longer. See how you're coming up out of this deep, dark place with your light and you're holding it up? That is your truth. That is, you've aligned with your truth, and now you're coming out of that deep, dark place of, see how you're elevating? The ladder is coming up, so you are definitely elevating out of whatever energy you were in. But you've had to work at it. It didn't just happen. You conquered. It's like you stood your ground. And that became a choice point. So it's almost like you took the wand from the king and said, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm going to do my own thing. Page of Cups. It feels as though, well, first of all, there's a message in a bottle. But it feels as though this Page of Cups was overwhelmed with some energy, some emotions. So he's kind of, it's almost like a balancing of the emotions. And there's a message. King of Cups. Yep, there's that detachment card. Very stoic, unemotional, detached from this emotional outpouring. Something was just a flood of emotions. Oh, I love this deck. I'm going to take this card. Justice. You stood in your truth. And look at how the ropes are kind of trying to tug him back into a lower vibration. But he's holding up his sword and he's saying, no, I'm going to stand my ground. I believe I'm on the high ground here. I've elevated. So elevation is definitely the message here. Now the sun is absolutely shining just now through the window. I'm going to pull out a couple more cards. There's the Two of Swords. Again, you just kind of got stuck in that situation that it was just hard to get out of. You were just waiting for somebody to make a decision, and then finally you went within and found your own truth and said, this doesn't align with who I am. And you used your strength to pull yourself out of it, out of this hole, out of this torrent of emotions. And you became emotionally detached from it. Who would be this message for? A Knight of Cups. A lot of emotions. It's almost like he has this umbrella that he wants to protect himself from the emotions. And he's just, he and the Page of Cups are just pouring out this, they're purging. They're purging this old emotions. Look at the water, and both are from a bucket and they're just being poured out. You have purged a lot of crying. You did a lot of crying. Anything else? Nine of Swords. It took a lot of strength to overcome this. You felt like everybody was against you. Yeah, Three of Swords. Let's take Rainbow Activation deck. See if we can get something. Started out to be a beautiful reading, and it will end up beautifully for you. But you had to choose your abundance and your destiny over this situation. That's what you're being called to do. 21. That's another 3 card. This was a catalyst for you to elevate. Galactic portal. Cosmos, transcendence, extraterrestrial, deep understanding, clairsentience, knowing, belief, and art. Some people believe that there are things beyond our human comprehension. What do you believe? We may not have the words to describe what we know, but it doesn't mean we don't know it. Tapping into our deep understanding to trust what our heart tells us to be true, even without physical proof. Begin the work of trust by channeling through and giving expression to the impressions you experience through any modality you choose. This card is asking you to trust your inner universal knowing, not your fear, anger, ignorance, or confusion. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what is true in your current situation? What is true in your current situation? You need to take that inner quest for your truth and then release yourself from this third-party thing, even though you're going to cry. It's going to hurt. You're going to feel alone and isolated. But you're picking up the torch of your own truth, your own future, and you are moving into a place of emotional detachment from this, and you are standing on the high ground. You are taking the high road, and this is the elevation that you need in order to bring in this abundance, because that's what your destiny is. That is the message. Namaste.